Public Meetings Act. Adequate notice of this meeting has been provided by advertisement in the Cape May Star and Wave on the Township website and posted on the bulletin boards of Township Hall. We request anyone wishing to address council, please wait for the deputy mayor to recognize you. Please state your name and address for the record, and please remember, all comments must be kept to 3 minutes or less.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and a moment of silence. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call.
Councilmember Conrad.
Here.
Councilmember Coon.
Here.
Councilmember Roy.
Here.
Deputy Mayor Perry.
Here.
Mayor Sippel.
Okay, looking at the agenda, there's nothing on the work session, so we're going to get down to the consent agenda. Anyone on council have any questions or comments on the consent agenda?
No comment.
I have no comment.
We're hearing none. Open to the public. Anyone have any comments or remarks they'd like to make in regards to the consent agenda? Hearing none, close the public portion.
Approval of the minutes from the March 4th, 2024 meeting. Resolutions number 2024-101 through 2024-113.
Have a motion?
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Councilmember Conrad.
Yes.
Councilmember Coon.
Here. Or yes.
Councilmember Roy.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Mayor Sippel. Resolution number 2024-114, approval of an alcoholic beverage control plenary retail consumption license, place-to-place transfer, license number 050533012012, from an inactive license to 502 Sunset Boulevard, Lower Township, New Jersey. This transfer has been advertised and no objections have been received.
Any comments on council regarding this resolution?
No comment.
No comment.
Hearing none. Open to the public. Anyone from the public have any comments in regards to this resolution? Hearing none. Do I hear a motion?
Motion?
Second?
Councilmember Conrad.
Yes.
Councilmember Coon.
Yes.
Councilmember Roy.
Yes.
Deputy Mayor Perry.
Yes.
Mayor Sippel.
Okay, brings us down to the engineer's report.
Thank you, Deputy Mayor. This evening, I'll be presenting the engineer's report on behalf of de Blasio and Associates, outlining all the capital projects currently underway in the township. The first capital project is the Diamond Beach Park improvements. This project's well underway into construction. The site's been cleared. The utilities have just been installed for the bathroom building, and the site is currently being graded for concrete, asphalt, all the site amenities going into the project. Fred M. Chavone Construction is completing the work, and the project is largely being funded by a Cape May County Open Space Board grant. The second capital project is the NJDOT Municipal Aid Local Aid Transportation Fund Program, reconstruction of Wildwood Avenue. This project includes new drainage infrastructure along Wildwood Avenue and resurfacing of Wildwood Avenue from Bayshore Road to the western end of Wildwood Avenue. There are 2 NJDOT grants being put towards this project, which the township has received. The bid opening for this project occurred on March 13th, 2024, and the lowest responsible bidder was Paving Plus LLC in the amount of $498,860.50, and that was just awarded on this consent agenda tonight. So we'll be scheduling a pre-construction meeting and getting that project underway shortly. The resurfacing of Bay Drive is the next capital project. That project includes the resurfacing of Bay Drive from Wildwood Avenue to Mallow Road. The bid opening for this project occurred on the same day as Wildwood Avenue, and the lowest responsible bidder was the same company, Paving Plus LLC, in the amount of $553,800. $877, and that project was also awarded on this consent agenda, so we'll be getting that project underway shortly. The next capital project is the Beach Access Pass Survey and Installation. The bid opening for this project occurred on January 31st, 2024, and the lowest responsible bidder was Fred M. Chavone Construction in the amount of $379,810. A pre-construction meeting has already been held for this project. A notice to proceed has been issued, and we have the contract has been awaiting lumber to be delivered for this project to get underway. They've informed us that that's going to be starting Wednesday. They've already done layout for the piling, so they should be able to get through that project pretty quickly. The Rotary Community Park renovations, the proposed work for this project includes a new playground equipment, shade structures, a single-use bathroom, parking area, which is all going to be ADA accessible. This project is going to be completed in 2 stages due to some wetlands permitting issues. A $400,000 Small Cities grant has been received for this project and is being utilized for Stage 1 of the project. Stage 1 of the project is well into construction. As you can see driving down Bayshore Road, the site's been cleared, concrete's been installed, the playground's been installed, and the site's currently being prepped for the safety service to be put in. And we are still awaiting approval from the NJDEP for the wetlands permits we need to get into the design of Phase 2. The Bay Outfall Extension Project, the proposed work, the scope of work for this project includes the extension of 12 bayside outfalls to help alleviate flooding and improve drainage. So the design plans have been complete. They've been submitted to the state. We've submitted all the necessary permitting for this project. We're just awaiting approval for that project as it stands. The 2024 NJDOT Municipal Aid Program reconstruction of Ridgewood Avenue. The proposed work for this project includes milling and paving Ridgewood Avenue from Bayshore Road to the western end of Ridgewood Avenue. A $200,000 NJDOT grant has been received for this project. This project has been surveyed by our office, and we're currently in the design phase. The 2023 Stormwater GIS Mapping Project. Lower Township is part of the MS4 permit they have from the state is required to georeference and digitize their stormwater infrastructure map. So we're working with Gary from Public Works to help with that. There's a $25,000 grant going towards this project, and that project's been going well. I think we have just over a year to submit it to the DEP, so we're slowly chipping away at it, getting it done. The Francis Avenue Storm Sewer Evaluation. The proposed work for this project includes connecting the existing stormwater system on Francis Avenue to the existing pump station on Ohio Avenue to alleviate flooding on Francis Avenue. A preliminary design has been completed for this project, and we'll be working towards final design shortly. The Ohio Avenue Pump Station Emergency Storm Sewer Replacement. So the work for this project included replacing the defunct corrugated metal pipe from the Ohio Avenue pump station to the creek, which feeds the pump station. This piping has been replaced. Perna Finnegan did the work, and they have base paved that area. So we're just awaiting the settlement period for the trenches, and will be final paving, and that project will be complete. The David Douglas Senior Memorial Park renovation. The proposed work for this project includes the reconstruction and expansion of the existing parking lot, a new bathroom building and associated utilities, relocation of the existing memorial, new site amenities, new decorative footpath along Cape May Canal, and an observation deck. An application was prepared by our office for a Cape May County Development Grant, which has been submitted to the Open Space Board. We received news on Friday. They accepted our application, and we got put on the agenda for the March meeting, which is tomorrow, to be heard, and we'll be presenting that design to them. So we'll be sure to keep you updated on how that goes. The next project is the Lower Township Public Works Building Concept Design and Site Remediation Investigation. So the proposed work for this project includes preparing a concept design for a new public works building at the Public Works facility on Seashore Road. And we were also investigating the soil underneath the building for potential contamination. Good news is the initial results show no contamination of serious nature, so that's good news for the township. Yes. And we've submitted a preliminary design to the Public Works Department, so we'll be reviewing that with Gary and taking on any initial feedback, going back to the architect, and finalizing that preliminary design. That wraps up my report. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions? Anybody have questions for Will?
Back to the outfall pipes, which are near and dear to my heart.
Sure.
Any idea where we're at with the permitting process? Because I know the state's sometimes not quick.
Yeah, so it will be assigned to an individual within the DEP, and once we find out who that is a lot of the time it's largely contingent on, I guess, their workload and their timeline. So averagely, it's about 6 months, but we'll be sure to, find out who that is and, keep reminding them that there's urgency with this.
Yeah, I would love to see the work done as soon as possible,
Understood.
like last year.
Yeah, understood.
Anything else?
No, I have nothing. Thank you, Will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. You have anything, Julie? No? Okay. Public comment. Open for public comment. Please go to the microphone, state your name and your address.
Hi, my name is Caitlin Mogi. I live at 334 East Miami. On Friday, March 8th, my dog was attacked. The dog that attacked my dog had previously bitten my grandmother in September of 2021. Shore Animal Control, who I have learned is responsible for all of the dog bite attacks, not the police or HLA. The dog was not deemed dangerous after my grandmother's attack. I do have photos and I have a synopsis of everything that happened. My dog was just walking and was attacked from behind. The comments that I've received from Shore Animal Control is absolutely disgusting. I don't know why you contract out to them. Maybe it's a budget thing, I'm not entirely sure. But this is neglect on their end. They're not upholding the New Jersey state law and your ordinances. So I'm demanding to know what their contract says and what you guys do to make sure that the checks and balances are going through to make sure that they're doing their job. If you hire someone to cut down a tree, pave a road, I can go out and see that's happening. I can't see this, and I'm not sure if you're aware either. So this is my request. I will also submit an Oprah request if I have to, as I have submitted many in the past week and a half since this has happened. I want to know what the contract says, and I'm requesting from the township. What do you guys do to ensure that these people, this business that you have contracted out, does their job? Because apparent to me right now, it's not much. Thank you.
Anyone else from the public have any comment?
Harry Tail, 397 Corson Lane in Irma, and Chair of the Lower Township Historic Preservation Commission. I just wanted to give you an update on what we've been doing. We finished a brochure of driving tour of the historic sites of Lower Township. I turned it into Mike Laffey, and he said he was putting it out for bid, so we're waiting to hear back on that. There are private homes on there. We did reach out to those people and got their permission to be in the brochure, so they do know about it, but Mike felt it would be better if we had a written release from them, so we are working on that, and we will have written releases from all those private homeowners. I'm waiting to hear back from Mike whether the investigations have finished in the Foster House as to the asbestos and lead-based paint that's in there, so that now that the weather's starting to warm up again, so that we can get in there. And Chris South would like to do an article about the Foster House and its history, and he would like to get in also, so we're both waiting to get into the house. I did turn in an order for 6 new historic house plaques. 6 property owners have requested them, and I turned it into Julie, so we're waiting to, get those back so we can schedule a presentation on those. The Union Bethel Cemetery, the lady who owns the adjacent property and we share the driveway asked if it was okay with us if she poured a concrete apron because it's getting little potholes along the edge of the road there. So we said, are you paying for it? And she said, yes, of course. So we said, yeah, go ahead. So she's going to put a concrete apron there so that the road end of the driveway will be accessible and we'll be able to get back in there. In the meantime, Rudy Van Kalm has been doing spring cleanup in there. And Tim Millaway, who has been coming to our commission meetings and who is an informational video producer, is going to meet with Rudy and me at the cemetery to do a small video about the history of the cemetery, some of the people who are buried there, and the work that Rudy has done to clean the headstones and repair the ones that are broken. And lastly, and this is sort of, but on the township website, we turn our minutes in every month, but the latest minutes that are on the website are from 2018. So it would really be nice if they could kind of be updated. Thank you.
Make sure it happens.
Hi, my name is Barbara Allison. I'm from Irma. I read that Fulling Mill Road is going to have a housing development go up there, and I just wanted to know how many of those units are going to be set aside for affordable housing, which is state law.
We asked that question when they came and gave the presentation, and I can't, it's in a redevelopment area. We would have to have someone get back to you for that, because that was one of the things I was concerned about also, and the council as a whole. But I can't give you that answer right off the top
I
of my
think
head.
the best bet, what you could do is give Julie your name and number, so when Mr. Laffey comes back from vacation, he can get a hold of you. I'm sure he has the information that
Okay.
you're looking for. If not, he will get it for you.
Okay, thank you.
If I may, Council,
Yes.
it's on the agenda, the planning board agenda for, not this coming meeting, but the meeting after for preliminary approval. So you can go to that meeting and get all the information and provide comment if you wanted to.
Thank you, Will. Anyone else?
Late. First time here. Good evening. My name is Deborah Pengel. I live at 19 East Hudson Avenue in the Villas. I moved to the Villas approximately 2 years ago from New York, and I've worked in animal rescue and animal rights for 15 years in New York. So, I'm here tonight to acknowledge the tragedy that occurred last week after a dog named Yoda was attacked by a dog next door and died the following day from the injuries from the assault. Yoda was a 14-year-old small dog that weighed approximately 6 pounds. He was killed by a larger dog who could not be controlled on leash by the owner. This dog also attacked the grandmother in 2021 and was off leash at the time. The injury required a visit to the hospital for antibiotics and certainly care after that. I'm here to try to understand and ask the officials here tonight who is responsible and delegated to handle such serious and important matters of animal welfare, protection, safety, and importance of animal codes, laws, and guidelines in the Lower Township. Upon reviewing some police reports that we've received so far and some emails and a phone call from Animal Shore Control owner Linda, I have concluded that the officials of Lower Township failed Yoda, failed the family, and failed the community here. The subsequent handling of this violent, painful experience for Yoda and the family is completely unprofessional and a total disgrace of the officials of the Lower Township. It is time to examine the serious problems concerning animal owners, animal rights, and make a commitment to work together and bring important change to your community and work together. I will submit a separate email of ideas and suggestions to work with officials, whoever that might be, moving forward, to see what can be done here. I mean, I have to also say that in my experience with animal rights and animal rescue and situations up in New York, and the research that's been done, communities at large do suffer when there's out-of-control animal issues running around the community, whether it be barking, whether it be improper tethering, whether it's, owners letting their dogs run all over the place, which I'm seeing a lot of down here, that are getting hit by cars, potentially causing accidents. I see posts everywhere, And I know I'm not naive to understand the larger picture of animal situations in communities across the country. I mean, I know there's, to a degree, limitations if there's a degree of activity going on, which there is around here, which I'm familiar with. But in addition to this, a lot of abuse, neglect that's going on with animals in this community. Also, there's research that shows there's also other criminal activity that goes on with that as well. So, I mean, I just wanted to bring to your attention the broader picture and to take this really horrible, situation. The question is, could it have been avoided? What is the relationship of humane law enforcement with animal control and the police? How is the communication going, and who's following up, and what are the reports, and so on and so forth? That I don't understand, but I would like to understand. And I would like to have you, tonight, take this matter very seriously. And because it is serious, to have a dog, if any of you have a dog or a pet, to experience what this family has gone through, and years before that, and the handling to have, nobody except Linda, who contacted me and gave me a litany of excuses about all of this, none of which that are in the codes, none of which I can see are guidelines to anything. So there's a big problem there. But, this is for you to examine and look at and, do something really, really important for the community, because this is something that needs to be addressed. And, I would like your serious attention to this, and to also, contact the owners. Let's see some communication from some people. I know the mayor did send an email and so on and so forth, but this is a week already. This family, we don't know anything. Linda told me, by the way, she put a note at the
Ma'am, your time's
neighbor's
up.
door. Okay, thank you very much for your time.
Julie, is Mike aware of,
He is not. He was
Okay.
on vacation.
okay.
I think Rob was, my law partner has been dealing with the situation, and I know he's going to brief Mike when Mike gets back.
Okay.
I'm not familiar with the facts of the investigation. My understanding, animal control and the police investigated the situation, and at least as of right now, haven't taken any action. The owner of the dog who died, and full disclosure, I have small dogs. I'm very sensitive to all the issues, but the owner of the dog can file a complaint in municipal court, because under New Jersey statutory law, it's really a municipal court judge that determines whether a dog is vicious as defined by the statute. Only a municipal court judge can do that. And of course, there's civil action that could be taken too. I'm not aware of what information the police have or what information animal control has as we speak.
Okay.
But I know Rob's on it, and as soon as Mike gets back, they're going to discuss it.
As soon as our manager gets back into town, if you could leave your name and number with Julie, Once Mr. Laffey gets back and he's made aware of what's going on, he will reach out to you and let you know where this is at and what actions can be taken or not taken.
I brought a resume of my history and my work with my contact information, so I'll be happy to leave that as well. Thank you.
Anyone else? Anyone else from the public have any comments? Okay. Council comments?
I have
Councilman
nothing,
Conrad?
I have nothing really tonight, other than the weather's getting nicer. We're going to have more people out. And to show the dedication, this is my 35th wedding anniversary, and my wife's sitting at home waiting for me.
Happy anniversary.
Thank you.
So far.
Happy anniversary.
Councilman Coombs?
That's all I have. Happy anniversary. No comment.
Councilman Roy?
I can sympathize with you, Tom. I'm married 43 years. Happy anniversary and no further comments. Thank you.
Mayor Sipple? No comment. Okay, the only comment I'd like to have, say tonight is, nice job by the historical committee that's in Lower Township, doing a great job. You're to be commended for what you're doing. Free, just devoting your time to Lower Township. It's great, it's great. The only other thing is happy spring. Tomorrow's the first day of spring, so we had a mild winter, thank goodness, and hopefully we'll have a beautiful spring. That's it. Motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Favor? Unanimous.
Adjourn.
Wednesday.